After an amazing run as an animated series, and a disappointing attempt at a live-action film, Avatar: The Last Airbender will finally get the faithful live-action adaptation that it always deserved. Being streamed exclusively through Netflix, Aang and his friends will save the world once again when the series launches on February 22nd. Welcome to The Rewind. Here's everything you need to know about Netflix's Avatar remake. Before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button for good luck. Number 4. The plot.
Right. There goes the savior of the world.
It seems likely that the plot of Avatar: The Last Airbender's first season will follow the animated series Book 1 Water, otherwise known as its first season. That means that we'll see Katara and Sokka discover Aang frozen in ice and follow their journey together as Aang learns waterbending. Prince Zuko will, of course, be grumpily chasing the trio down. The season will most likely culminate with an epic battle at the North Pole. In case you're new to the series, or you just need a refresher, here's a quick rundown. The four nations once lived in harmony, with the Avatar, master of all four elements, keeping peace between them. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked and wiped out the Air Nomads, the first step taken by the Firebenders towards conquering the world. With the current incarnation of the Avatar yet to emerge, the world has lost hope. But, like a light in the darkness, hope springs forth when Aang, a young air nomad and the last of his kind, reawakens to take his rightful place as the next Avatar. Alongside his newfound friends Sokka and Katara, siblings and members of the Southern Water Tribe, Aang embarks on a fantastical, action-packed quest to save the world and fight back against the fearsome onslaught of Fire Lord Ozai. But with a driven Crown Prince Zuko determined to capture them, it's not going to be an easy task. They'll need the help of the many allies and colorful characters that they meet along the way.
The four nations used to live in harmony, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Number 3. The cast.
The cast looks like you pulled them straight out of the original.
My name's Gordon Cormier, and I'm gonna be playing Aang.
Netflix's live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender adaptation is slated to have quite the cast. Leading the series are, of course, our heroes and anti-hero, Aang, Katara, Sokka, and Zuko. Gordon Cormier will play the Avatar Aang. Gio Wendio will take on the occasionally bossy though always kind Katara. Ian Owsley will play the goofy yet kind-hearted and heroic Sokka, and Dallas Liu will star as Prince Zuko, the exiled prince of the Fire Nation who has an obsession with honor and also has a lot to learn.
So no plan.
I'm working on it, Uncle.
Joining the core four are Daniel Dae Kim as the villain of our tale, Fire Lord Ozai, Paul Sun-hyung Lee as the wise Uncle Iroh, and Elizabeth Yu as the devilish Princess Azula. Of course, many other castings have been announced because, well, the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender is just brimming with incredibly cool characters.
My name is Ian Owsley, and I will be playing Gran. No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing Sokka.
Number 2. The trailer.
Papa! Yip yip!
Netflix was kind enough to release a 2-minute trailer, which gives plenty for us to dissect. We already know that the series won't open with the same sequence that the animated show did. However, the classic opening will still be covered. We see Aang trapped inside an iceberg as Katara and Sokka happen to come across and free him. For those of you worried that the show may lose the hilarity of the original, fear not. The remake is faithfully adapting the animated show, and that means that the silliness remains. That includes Aang's ride on the air scooter, an airbending trick of his own invention, and one that, well, he has not quite mastered yet. One of the first major battles in Avatar comes when Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation captures Aang and imprisons him, ready to deliver him to his father and take all the credit. But when Aang fights back, he single-handedly manages to fight his way out of the Fire Nation's ship. It is truly a real spectacle, and the first time we as viewers see the true power of bending. The tyrannical father of Zuko and Azula, Fire Lord Ozai, is the most powerful person in the Fire Nation, and of course the central villain of our series. He exudes power and strength, especially in this new shot in particular. Perhaps the most exciting bending battle depicted in the trailer was the fight between Katara and Zuko. The creativity of the bending, the scale, it's truly everything that fans have ever wanted to see and more. After Aang is captured by the Fire Nation's commander Zhao, his only hope comes from the most unlikely of allies, the Blue Spirit, a masked master swordsman determined to free Aang from his captivity. But who might this masked vigilante be? Well, his identity may shock you, but let's not move into spoiler territory. Before the trailer comes to a close, we're given the tiniest glimpse of Aang entering the Avatar state. This glowing power allows the current Avatar to harness the skills and knowledge of all the past Avatars.
Did you see what he just did?
Now that was some water bending.
And number 1, more on the way?
I'm not someone who can stop the Fire Nation. I don't want the responsibility.
Netflix has not announced whether there will be any additional seasons or spin-offs of this live-action installment just yet. This retelling has been in the works since 2018 in partnership with Nickelodeon, and it originally included co-creators DiMartino and Konietzko. The two departed the project in 2020 due to some creative differences, and have since gone on to re-team with Nickelodeon to create more stories set in the Avatar universe with the launch of Avatar Studios. Upcoming projects include a theatrical film and an animated series drawn from Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra.
We didn't make something that sort of alluded to it but only took the title. We made Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Are you guys ready for this new Avatar remake? Before you leave, don't forget to give this video a like and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Check out these other videos from The Rewind, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our future uploads.